So you want a house, but you don't want to pay the mortgage, pay the bills, pay all that. You just want this sweet, sweet cash flow and appreciation. Well, this is how I got my house completely for free. And I'm not kidding, I got it for free. All I had to do was work a $50,000 a year job and pay taxes on that for 2 years in order to do this. But what I did is I got the FHA loan. So I used the FHA loan and I bought the cheapest house that I could find. This house was like in the 200s, right? And the FHA loan, they wrote me two mortgages. One mortgage for the down payment, and the second mortgage that I pay on monthly. I mean, well, it's like in the hundreds of thousands. The first one was it was like 20 grand, and then the second one was like 250 grand. You know what I mean? So they wrote me two mortgages. The first one they used to pay off to pay the down payment, and then the second one is the large mortgage, right? So I didn't have to come up with a down payment. They just gave me a house. So that's how I got it for free. But I was like, I don't want these bills. I don't want like, man, you have to buy furnaces, you have to buy a new bathtub, you have to resurface things, you have to remodel, repaint. I was like, man, this is expensive. I don't want to pay for all this. So what did I do? I rented out all the rooms. Actually, my original plan was to live outside in the backyard in the shed and rent out the whole house, but I didn't end up doing that because the shed actually started bringing in close to $1,000 a month by itself. How did it do that? Well, I put it on Facebook. Someone came over and they're like, hey, I want to live there. It's a nice, private, quiet place to live. And you really can't hear anything. They can be as loud as they want. It's better than a room, essentially, but it's a shed, you know, and well, you like heat it up with using heaters and stuff. It doesn't have like central air or anything. But my point is, owning a house is expensive. I didn't want my living expenses going towards this house. I wanted it going in my pocket or investing into something or like vacations. I didn't want to spend all that money on the mortgage. I just wanted the appreciating asset and I wanted cash flow. So I started renting out all the rooms, listed them on Facebook, took pictures of the rooms, rented out each room, and then I got someone to remodel that. And instead of paying me, they remodeled the whole outside barn, shed thing. And I rented that out to them. And then when they moved out, now I just rent it out on Airbnb to people. So that's how I got this entire house for free. And the crazy part about it is I get a little bit of cash flow, maybe like $100. Most of the time I don't make cash flow because I gotta like upgrade so many things. Like I bought that new furnace, that was expensive. And the AC in the backyard and all these little things. But in insulation, I put extra insulation because it's not really that good. And I still need to do like the heating and air system and make it a little bit better, but I haven't done that yet. So the main thing I got is a free house, really cheap living. Sometimes when people rent out the shed, I make like $500. If not, that's fine. I live for cheap. And then, what else I want to say? Oh, this house has appreciated in value. It has gone up, it's in the 400s now. So that's like the main point of owning a house is to buy it, appreciates, sell it, cash out, use the cash for a better investment. I found cars to be a really good investment. So if I could sell this house, buy a whole bunch of cars, now I'm looking at multiple six-figure income for the rest of my life. And I'm only I'm almost 30. I'm 30 next 6 months or something in June. But yeah, that's how I live in this house that I'm currently in for free, and I guess you can do it too. Nothing's stopping you from using FHA and renting out all the rooms. Especially, it would work really good if you could find, like a full basement. Like say you had an upstairs and a basement apartment, it would work really well because you could rent out the whole basement apartment. You have 2 bathrooms, and then in the upstairs, you could live in one of the rooms and rent out the other rooms in the upstairs, and you basically have like 2 houses stacked on top of each other. If you have a multi-level house, if you have a tri-level house, it works all the same. And if you have a triplex, which is literally 3 houses all together, it works even better, but those are so expensive. So I just got the cheapest thing I could because I knew, hey, it's gonna appreciate. Hey, I'm gonna sell it later, cash out, take that cash, and invest it into something that gives me even better returns. The problem with houses is it's so hard to get like 10 houses. That's millions and millions of dollars in debt, and if you're making millions and millions and millions, you know, what's the point of getting houses if you figured out how to make millions already? What's the point? So, but I definitely see a point in getting a house that you own yourself and then renting out all the rooms, so that you live for cheap or for free, or you make money while you live there, and then selling it later and finding a better investment vehicle. Maybe you multiply houses. Maybe you buy cars like I do. Maybe you found something else that you can invest in. The point is, you can live for free, make a profit while you live, and this is how you do it. Like and subscribe and comment down below, please. And I'll post something else another day. Bye.